Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting edition of Omnibros live on a Thursday night. It's manga night, and tonight we're going to go over some cool stuff, including some first impressions. We got actual manga hauls, we got some news, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So thank you everybody for tuning in. It's your boy Gio here from Manga Geekdom, and very excited to chat with you all on a fine Thursday evening. Everybody in the live chat, thank you as always. And everybody watching later, let me know what you thought of the episode, of course. And be sure to like the video and subscribe and all that fun stuff. So tonight, I think I'm flying solo. I probably am, but it's okay. I got all of you wonderful people out there. And tonight we have some first impressions on a new manga that I read through the Manga Plus website, which had a recent fun update that I just remembered and wanted to talk about because it's pretty cool. I read Kunigei. I I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It sounds like a total mispronunciation of the name, but I don't know. It's the actual subtitle is Okuni University Art Department Film Program. It's a long ass title for what this manga is supposed to be. Regardless, we'll get to that in a bit. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you. Hello, my friends. We meet again. Uh, the Geo Show, the best type of omnibus collectors network show. You never know. If it's a solo Geo show, you might get salty Geo, you might get tired Geo, you might get enthusiastic Geo about a certain topic. Who knows? I don't know where my head is at the moment when I'm doing this live stream, so it could go either way. But thank you all. If you've got any sort of question, no matter what it is, preferably manga related, let me know in the comment section, and of course for all the live viewers in the chat as well. I would definitely appreciate it. It's been a long, tiring day, and I'm trying my best to stay like super pumped up throughout the whole show. So apologies if that's not the case. But first things first, we got to give a shout out to our lovely sponsor, making it happen week after week. That is, of course, In Stock Trades, your home for all things collected editions. You get your omnibus, trade paperback, hardcovers, manga, and more for great discounted prices that range from 42 to 50% off at times. You're not going to get that at the other stores. You get it here at InStockTrades.com. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more, and there's that loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% discount on your order if you make it on a week-by-week basis. So that 50% off book now became a 52% off book. Fantastic deals all around for everything you might need in collected editions, only when you visit InStockTrades.com. Great packaging, wonderful customer service. That is IST, as we like to say. Also, a quick reminder that sometime during the month of June, and one of the shows, you're going to have to tune in to find out which one it will be. It'll be a surprise drop. We will be doing a $50 gift card giveaway courtesy of In Stock Trades. We do it every month, but we decided to switch things up and leave it sort of like a mystery. So you got to tune into the shows to find out when that will be. So shout out once again to our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Let me share my window here so we can see all the cool deals and stuff, right? There we go. All right. So some of the deals of the week. You got that Fantastic Four by Ryan North, Volume 3, 46% off. The Geiger Deluxe Edition hardcover, tongue-tied, 50% off. That's a surprise. You got Identity Crisis 20th Anniversary Deluxe Edition, 50% off. I'm not going to talk about that book for reasons. And we'd love to see that. I'm enjoying the week after week getting a manga in the deal of the week section. We've had it for a while now. This week it is Kaiju number 8, volume 10, 40% off. $7. That's great. And Shazam, volume 1, Meet the Captain, 50% off at $8. So just like a manga volume. Some of the new releases, of course, which we went over last Monday. Batman Justice Buster, another manga. That's cool. I did pick up Blade of the Moon Princess Volume 4 and Kemono Jihen Volume 11, which were the new releases for the week that I was interested in. But I don't know about you. You need to spend some more money on books, so be sure to check out InStockTrades.com for all the cool deals. That's all you got to do, right? Shout out to Ice-T. Whew. Alrighty. Josh, I plan on doing that. Not tonight though. I apologize. Invite me on and we can talk about why Bastard is the magical girl manga we all need. I've never read Bastard, but I did watch the anime of it. And it was fun. I liked it. In lovely news, Delicious in Dungeon just won the Seiyun Award for Best Comic. It's an award dedicated to science fiction works. So I was confused, but apparently they also consider fantasies. Okay, yeah. I thought it was for the anime, but it looks to be for the manga. Okay, that's cool. Congrats. Cleveland Brown, thank you for joining. Thank you. I do have one small haul of just 2 books. All right. Yeah, these 2 books. Unfortunately, the order that I placed was delayed by a lot. So these are older, well, not old, just a week or 2 ago. And they sent 2 of them my way. The rest will arrive later. I think they shipped today or yesterday or something like that. Whatever. Doesn't matter. What does matter is what I'm showing you. The first one is, why is this book dirty? Oh my God. Anyways, the first book I got here is God Bless the Mistaken, Volume 1. Really enjoyed Volume... Let me do that again. The first book that we have here is God Bless the Mistaken, Volume 2. I really enjoyed Volume 1. When I read it, I think I talked about it on my channel. It's a fun twist on like what would be like paranormal research, but this is more like urban legends and urban legends and what's the word I'm looking for? Glitches in nature and all that stuff. Just the oddities in life and how they really do affect real life, and everybody has to get accustomed to that and try to work around it. And you have people like the 2 leads here investigating and figuring out how all the glitches work in real life. Let me show you some of the art. I haven't read this yet, but I did enjoy Volume 1. I thought it was really fun. And what I mean by glitches, if you don't know, like for example, in one of them, people discover when they wake up one day that they can the whole area is covered by plants and giant plants, and how that interferes with their life. They have to reschedule everything, or then that glitch might disappear and a new one would show up. Like they can now climb up in invisible ladders. And so it's wacky stuff like that. And it can get pretty wholesome and weird at the same time with characters that live in this house, and they're investigating all of that. Some of them are just experiencing life in general. I wonder what is up with this cat, because it is on the cover. So I'm guessing it's part of the glitches. But this is I think it was 4 volumes total, 4 or 5. So it's going to be a quick read and not too big of a commitment for your shelf. Love you some colored pages as well. Looking really cool. So yeah, that's book 1. And the other book I got is Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You, Volume 2. This one, I believe it is still unavailable in certain websites. Let me check that real quick. Live. Why not, right? Let's see. Let's go to... Let's go to the Crunchyroll store, for example. Unfortunately, Square Enix titles are not being sold at our sponsor. If not, I would have gotten it from them. So if you go to the Crunchyroll store, Smoking Behind, it says that Volume 2 is still on pre-order. So technically, if you ordered through the Crunchyroll store, you still don't have it. So the only option for me online was the Bezos website. But Volume 1 was a lot of fun too. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep going, even though I did like Volume 1, simply because the nature of these stories. It's mostly self-contained, funny escapades that happen between these two characters. So I don't feel like there wasn't an urge or a necessity to get that volume. But whatever. FOMO got to me at the end, and I ended up getting it. Here's some of the art on that. So yeah, chat, if you've read this, let me know. This is volume 2, of course. So that's my tiny haul for manga. Fortunately, I'm missing, 10 more books that should have been here, but they're not. So I don't know. That's all I got. So moving on from that, we do have a couple news, and I'm trying to decide on air which one I should tackle first. Let's see. This site is going to have a lot of ads, but that is not my fault. Just ignore them, okay? Ignore them, please. Okay. Let's do the anime awards first. Why not? This might be a short episode tonight. Just saying. Classic Geo delivery issues. Man, I've grown accustomed to it. I was expecting, and this is unrelated to manga, but it is in that realm. There's some Blu-rays and stuff. I was expecting to get IGPX today, and I was so excited. It said June 6th, and nothing. It arrived, but it wasn't to a different postal service or postal area that delivers to my postal office. That makes sense. Whatever. One of the central hubs, I should say. It arrived to one of the central hubs, and it never arrived to the local post office. I went in there twice, and nothing. So it's going to be tomorrow, but I'm not going to go to the post office tomorrow, so it'll be on the weekend. I don't know. I was so excited to start watching IGPX, and now I'm going to have to wait longer, so it's frustrating. Yeah, that just happens. I've grown accustomed to it. I still don't have freaking Mysterious Disappearances. I hyped the hell out of that because I really enjoyed the first volume when I read it, and I really like the anime, which is currently airing, and everybody else got it, and I still don't have my copy. So that's wonderful. We'll see when that arrives. Probably next month. Anyways, the first article that I do want to share here is the American Manga Awards. This is brought to us by Anime NYC, the convention. They pulled some strings, and they're creating the 2024 American Manga Awards. Will be the first ever awards program honoring manga creators, great manga stories, and the publishing professionals who make it possible for readers in the US and Canada to discover and enjoy these amazing characters and stories in English. So it will culminate in a ceremony and reception hosted by author and translator Matt Out, and honor the works professionals, including Frederick Homey here. I'm not gonna risk it tonight. So that's cool. The ceremony, let's see, award winners will be announced at an invitation-only ceremony and reception at Japan Society's Wallace Auditorium in Midtown Manhattan. I probably butchered all of that. Sorry. On August 22nd, 2024. Held on the eve of Anime NYC, the debut edition of this annual awards program will celebrate manga creators and publishing professionals in 8 categories. Now that's pretty interesting. Starting out with 8. Yeah. So the first award, the first nominee, the first category would be, or I guess it's not in any particular order. We got Mangaka Hall of Fame. Makes sense. Mangaka Hall of Fame, celebrating the lifetime achievement by individuals who have made uh, significant contributions to manga's introduction, growth, and creative influence in North America. That is for Mangaka Hall of Fame and Manga Publishing Hall of Fame. I guess that description fits Publisher Hall of Fame. So that's pretty nice. We're also getting categories for Best New Manga, Best Continuing Manga Series, Best New Edition of Classic Manga. That's great because now you can differentiate all the older releases and they don't have to compete with the latest volume of X or Y series that everybody's talking about. Best translation, that's nice. Best lettering, best publication design. So it's a small list. Obviously, this is just starting, but I hope that it does get famous enough or popular enough where they expand on it and maybe we'll have, I don't know, 12 categories, 14, 15, 20 categories. Who knows? You could do, or at least I hope they're able to include demographics and genres. That would be fantastic. Best translation, lettering, publication design categories will have 2 nominating judges who are recognized for their professional expertise in these categories. And the nominees for Best New Manga, Continuing Manga Series, and New Edition of Classic Manga will be selected by a committee consisting of 5 subject matter experts, journalists, librarians, reviewers. Now, I review manga. Can I be eligible for for the manga awards? It just says reviewers, right? You have the friends we made along the way. This is kind of odd. Does any other country do this for a foreign IP? I think so. France definitely has some. Either France or Spain, one of the two. I know there's some European manga awards out there. I think. Akira Toriyama for Hall of Famer. Yeah, that would be a safe bet, of course. Akira Toriyama. Will Viz original be open? These are made in the West. Give it a try. Worst thing they can do is say no. Oh, yeah, for sure. Although I know that they have a million other people in line before they get to me, you know. Oh, the following are the guidelines for submission. Best new manga must have first volume published, print or digital within these eligibility dates. I don't. If you want to pause it and read it, by all means. So there's all this info right here. There's a voting process which opens June 15th. Submissions. You got the judges. Now, this is cool. Matt Alt. Didn't Matt Alt put out the book that I have? Didn't they do the yeah, with Hiroko Yoda, Yokai Attack? I have this book. Okay, yeah, I know them. They don't know me, but I know them. That's cool. All right, cool. Lettering. Oh, they already picked the people? Well, I guess I'm not working for them. Homie here is doing lettering, and this person is doing lettering, publication design judge, manga judge. Okay. Never mind. I'm not a part of this committee. Our inaugural induction to the Manga Publishing Hall of Fame is Frederick Schutt, or Fred. He's an author of numerous nonfiction books on the convergence of Japanese and North American cultures, with subjects ranging from technology to history and religion. But he is especially known for his manga-related writings and translations. Okay, so looks like we're not getting Akira Toriyama for the first one. Here's the contact info. I'm going to send them an email. Why not? Do they? MangaTube kind of dead. I mean, it kind of is. right? I was browsing, surfing, I don't know, whatever the kids call it these days. I was looking through uh, manga YouTubers yesterday at work while I had some free time, and it was all pretty much the same. And I'm not placing myself superior to anybody because I'm not at all. God no. But it was all hauls and collection videos. So yeah, I wish I could expand my content to do uh, more video essays and stuff, but I'm just really busy outside of YouTube, so I don't have the time for it. But old manga tubing is kind of dead. I would agree. This is not legit. I don't know. I wouldn't. Oh well, it is Publishing Hall of Fame. Okay, I'm dumb. It's late at night, and I'm not reading this straight. Okay, so Akira Toriyama is in the running, calling it, like all of you are in the chat. So honestly, that's cool. It's a collab here from Anime NYC and the Japan Society. Obviously, this parallels or mirrors what the Eisners do with the San Diego Comic Con, where they host the event there and all that. That way you can get an audience, I would think. But I really, really, really hope it works out and this becomes something much bigger. And we get you get a full ceremony and people flying in and all that stuff. I would love to see that. So shout out to them for thinking of this. And I believe this would be what the second award show or awards for manga is no third because the Eisner's award manga and the Ringo. Do the Ringos have a manga category? I doubt it. So it might be the second one. I'll pretty much always take any award show. Just as long as this does not follow the Crunchyroll model, I am fine with that. If you guys don't know, Crunchyroll does their anime award show thing, and it's like open to the public. You can vote how many times you want, however many times you want, for like 12 days straight, and you just get people spamming votes for the same tired nonsense that's like a year late, and it's not up to date. I don't know why they do that. I've always criticized them, and it's just people spamming the hottest shonen manga that turns into an anime when there's more out there. But what are you gonna do? So hopefully this doesn't turn into that, and it looks much more prestigious, of course, with the panel and the people voting and all that stuff. That's great. Let me double check real quick something. Who are the reviewers? Oh, Lindsay from ANN. Okay, that's cool. Okay, all right, homie, lifelong manga fan advocate. So that means technically, I'm not getting picked. I'm not no, like uh, I'm being humble here, but technically, we're on the same scale. I'm on the same scale. This panel, my show here, our show with my other co-hosts, we're on the same. We're on that list, even if we're down below in some areas, right? You know, Renee Scott, blogger reviewer. Yeah, all right, hell yeah. So what we've learned here is that there will be an award show and that I am eligible to be a manga reviewer judge for these award shows. So 2025, it's going to be Geo voting for that time I got reincarnated as a slime. And what's the other one? The one that you guys want me to review, and the Big Girls Omnibus from Seven Seas. That's gonna be it. That's what I'm gonna review and vote for an award show. Oh my god. Oh boy. Crunchyroll on their on nonsense always. Megan Thee Stallion looked good as hell in her Bruno inspired look though when she announced that one award. Kind of wild to have like one judge per award though. Yeah. Justice for Inhumans, yes. Justice for Geo, yes. Alrighty, so that is that. We actually let's do the first impressions because I'm gonna fumble the ball with that one. I read this new manga that came out. I don't know if you guys have checked it out. It is Kunigei. I don't know how to pronounce it, by Yosuke Takano, with a large subtitle that is ridiculous and super boring. Okuni University Art Department Film Program. Having won a film award in high school, Daisuke Kagami began, I'm going to say Kagami, whatever, began his studies in the film program at a University of Arts. Filled with dreams of a bright future, he is suddenly taken aback by the sheer talent of his classmate, Kado Osawa. I don't know if that guy's talented. I got a bone to pick with this first chapter. The story's pretty interesting. It's out of the norm. You're following Daisuke. He won a amateur film competition thing in high school, and now he's in college, and he thinks, okay, delusions of grandeur. He thinks he's going to be the next Spielberg or Kubrick or whatever. Kubrick, sorry, and it enrolls in the film program. And the first assignment that he gets is that they have to record a 2-minute video or a movie or short film of them expressing who they are through the visual medium. So a lot of them try to film themselves in different forms and all that. Our main character here, he's pretty cocky, he's pretty arrogant, and thinks, oh, I got this in the bag. I'm going to use, which is what I would have done, honestly. I've done this before. So I saw myself in this damn chapter. He gets the idea of using an indie artist that he likes and gets one of their songs and sort of films his version of the assignment as a music video. And that took me back when I was in college, and I had a similar assignment when I had a TV/film course, and we had to do a short film, and that was a whole thing. And if this were my channel, I could talk about it for a full hour because the story was pretty wild. So I'll condense it. So my experience, big parentheses here, my experience was that we had to record this short film, and the director on our team dropped out of the curriculum class or whatever, and we were left without a director. So I think it was a 4-man team. So the other 3, we all just shared responsibilities of a director, which we probably shouldn't have done, but whatever. And we decided to shift the narrative of the script from I think it was like a 15-minute short film or something, into like a 5-minute extended music video. And we took the same plot and we just created an elaborate music video out of it. And we filmed on location in like a bar and some restaurants and some like a pool or something, like a fancy hotel or whatever. And we filmed some stuff at college dorms and stuff. It was wild. And one of my weird decisions, I really can't remember why, I decided that I wanted, this is so dumb, I guess because of the lyrics, I picked a Rascal Flatts song because it matched with the drama that was happening in the video. And we filmed the thing, blah, blah, blah. And last minute, we told our professor, college professor, and the dude was not happy. He was like, he was acting as our producer in the role of a producer, and he's like, you wait until the final day or whatever to inform me that you shift the whole production and all that stuff. And we're like, that person dropped, And if we didn't do what we did, we would have nothing to show you. So we'd rather do this than not did anything at all. So yeah, a lot of other stuff happened. Lots of crazy dramas there. So maybe one day I'll talk about my weird college adventures. So back to this. Sorry about that. I apologize. Back to this thing. Daisuke is cocky. He films his music video, and when they do the review, or the next day, when the or the next couple weeks, when the professor is reviewing all the stuff and giving his notes, they show everything one by one, and all the students fail miserably. The professor is pretty bleak, and he's pretty he's kind of a bummer, telling everybody like, look, you're not gonna make it. It's gonna be a rough. This is a job that comes with a lot of sacrifice, and the reward is not there. So you might have to pick some other work to compensate for this thing. You're gonna face some like discrimination, and if like and all that stuff. Whatever. You get the picture. He's a downer. So he's being very pessimistic about this and just shooting down everybody. He gets to the main character, Daisuke, and just says like, this shows no creativity because you're not telling us about yourself. You're just using the music as a vehicle to express some type of idea. It's that type of language talk that brought me back to college days, when I would share conversations with really snotty, uptight idiots that I wholeheartedly despise. And I never saw them again after graduation. God bless. And Daisuke has this frustrating moment that I've been in where he realizes like, this guy's insulting my ego. I think I did a good job. What is he talking about? But also realizes that these are critiques, and legitimate critiques, and it's true and whatnot. So there's a whole fury and a whole vortex of emotions in his head. And then Kado Osawa, which is the character behind him in the picture here, he's sort of a recluse. He's sort of the weirdo of the class, if you will, because he's always hunched over in a corner, not talking to anybody. And he shows a video of him shaving his entire body. Obviously, he's naked, but he's blurred, so he's not exposing himself. And this guy is one of those fancy dudes, as like my art is like it's expressive for what we're doing here, and very avant-garde, and all that stuff, and the process, and blah blah blah. Everybody likes it. They're all laughing and all that, but it was bold of him and got him through the class or whatever. Got good grades because of it. And the majority of the chapter is Daisuke coming to terms with why was his weird video so well received, and his thing, which was more mainstream, streamlined or whatever, got negative feedback. And then you see how he's hanging out with friends and writing off the little popularity that he had from high school into college now, with some of the girls and all that stuff and his friends. And Kado just is the complete opposite. So there's a clash between those two styles, which could, honestly, you could talk about. It doesn't have to be film. It can be any creative area. It could be writing, it could be TV, it could be even here on YouTube, where you have people that make like super elaborate things, and sometimes they might not get as well received. And then you have people that do like the bare minimum effort with their videos, and they get like massive success, or it's the other way around. That type of discourse. So yeah, I am interested. Sorry for the long ass rant. It's a first impression, so I have no idea where the story's going to go, but I'm interested. It's a weird. Obviously, I'm not. I didn't study film. I just studied the bare bones of it in at college. But there's enough here that I do want to keep up with it just to see where it's headed and to see if it discusses more ideas that or stuff that I went through growing up. And the first chapter here, of course, released through Manga Plus. You can read it for free. You can go there and check it out. If you keep up with it, you can read it legally, free and all that stuff. So his dream was to become a director, blah, blah, blah. Here's the grumpy professor. I like that even though this is a Japanese story, these themes are pretty much universal. And because every country, everybody out there does have people interested in filmmaking and all that. So here's the character, and here's the other guy. The art is nothing to write home about. I'm not a fan of it, or I just think it's like super middle of the road. But it's the themes and the story. I think it's pretty unique. I don't know. I'll keep up with it and let you guys know if you're interested, or if you want to read it and discuss it with me. By all means. Here's some actual critiques. This assignment was about self-expression through the video. Did you ever consider the significance of using someone else's music? I'm like, yeah, dude. This is valid, right? It doesn't have to be the most avant-garde, introspective thing in the world. You can do like fun pop culture, entertainment, blockbustery stuff, and still be artistic, and still be a film, and you know, I don't know. So, yeah. Here's the video of the other guy shaving himself off. And everybody found it funny there. It had the reaction. So a lot of the stuff that happens here is, of course, and then you got this the dude here. I guess he's going to be the rival for the main character. Such a douchebag. Like, he's very condescending to Daisuke and his friends because he's very antisocial. So he's going with them to see what a college party or get-together is like, or a drinking party. And he just starts criticizing everybody left and right with honest, fair criticism, but no timing, no reading the room, no nothing, just throwing all that stuff out there and hurting everybody's feelings and just acting infinitely superior, which I hate people like that. So he annoyed me. And I don't know why I should have dropped this manga, but yet I'm fascinating. And I do want to check it out. I do want to read it. So if you guys are interested, there you go. Kunigei, Okuni University Art Department Film Program. That is a horrible title. So it's out now if you want to read it. Also, quick mention here. Manga Plus has a new plugin feature. If you're using the app, the phone app, if you watch a video ad on the manga that you're reading, I think there's an option for it. Let me see if I can find it. This thing right here. Yeah. Celebrating over 30 million app downloads. Watch an ad to support the manga creator. A portion of the ad revenue will go to the manga creator. I love that. I wish it was more and not just a portion, but whatever. So what you do is you're reading One Piece, because Eiichiro Oda needs that money. He needs the money, folks. So what you're going to do is you support Eiichiro Oda with more money and click on support the creator. The video ad will play and they'll thank you for it. And you can do that a maximum of 10 times per day. This is only going to be available for a month. So this is essentially a cash bonus check for them because they're already getting paid for this stuff. But if you're a fan of the creators, then yeah. Honestly, I'm going to sound mean-spirited, but don't do it for something like One Piece. Pick pick this thing and support the creator and give them a few bucks, you know? Or however many yen they're going to give them. I don't know. For 24 hours, ad viewing limit resets at 12. Okay, blah, blah, blah. The advertisements are based on various factors. Okay. So this feature is only available on the app. You can't do it on the desktop version, just the phone app. I mean, Oda only has 9 gold statues, and he got that freaking Netflix paycheck. Like, Jesus Christ! Don't support Eiichiro Oda. Support somebody else. Like, let's see. Let's go to the main page. Just pick up something out at random. All right, this is a manga that I'm going to read in the future, and I may talk about it here because it's a cat manga, and it's pretty cute. Taro Meow becomes a cat parent. I want to support that guy, so I'll watch an ad and give him some dosh. That's cool, but no, not these guys, please. No Spy Family or One Piece. There are many others that you can support. Yeah. Also, this friggin' thing is apparently super popular. I had no idea. I didn't love the first chapter, Super Psychic Policeman Chojo. I talked about this a couple months ago, and it's already getting physical volumes in Japan. That is insane. Holy crap. 16 chapters. So I think volume 1 is coming out soon. So there you go. I hear ya. I will say Oda donates a ton of cash. No, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. I'm just using him as an example. There's better creators out there to donate because they actually need the money. They're struggling and health issues and all that stuff, Anyhow, final topic of the night. Told you it was a short episode. Final topic of the night. We got some 7 Seas licenses. And there's some pretty interesting things here. I'm going to use this because it's condensed. It has the picture. I don't want to go through clicking all that stuff at the main website for 7 Seas. I'm just going to use Anime News Network because it's easier. They announced 5 books. And I hate that I'm going to say what I'm going to say in a couple minutes. Because all of you are going to think wrong things about me, and I hate that I know this information. I wish I did not know this information that I'm going to talk about in this episode, but it is what it is. I love to consume knowledge and learn about everything, about all walks of life. It doesn't matter. Okay, with that said, let's go through this list. I'm gonna leave this one last because this is a whole conversation piece that I laughed for 5 minutes when I saw it on X, Twitter, whatever. So we're gonna start with this, which a lot of people were excited for. Okay, first title here I got announced, or whatever. One of the titles I got announced from 7 Seas is Hikari Man from Hideo Yamamoto. This is coming out in November, and this is the same creator that does the series Homunculus. So a lot of people are excited because they're digging into Yamamoto's catalog and pulling stuff out like this. Shirochi Hikari, a lonely otaku obsessed with fighting games and PC mods, has it rough fighting to survive at the very bottom of the high school food chain. Nerdy with a weak constitution and electrosensitivity, Hikari spends more time in the nurse's office than around his classmates. But who needs friends and popularity when you can stay at home working on sweet PC builds, right? One night, Hikari gets the shock of a lifetime that changes everything. Hit by a buildup of static charge, his consciousness explodes out of his body and enters his PC. Now charged with a new ability, he can travel everywhere electricity flows. Will Hikari use these new powers for good, or will he give the school bullies a serious shock? So this is a 2-in-1 Omni release. And let me do a quick search here for you guys. Give me a second. Let's see if I can type this fast enough for everybody. Hikari Man came out back in 2014. It ran for 8 volumes. So it's going to be 4 omnibus editions. It was 83 chapters long. It ran from December of 2014 up until June of 2020. So that is going to be interesting. It's a seinen series, and I am actually looking forward to it. I like the whole idea. It's very superhero in nature, like Western style. So that is always cool, I think. I don't know. What about you guys? Yeah, Freakazoid, the manga version. Not as funny, probably. More otaku-ish instead of nerdy-ish. Geekish? I don't know. Nerd. The next one on the list is That Time I Got Stuck to the Guy I Hate. This is by Tarona. It's a BL series. And this one, hold on. This one is coming out in November, and it tells the story of Kuga, a first-year university student stuck with the worst roommate ever, the surly, disagreeable Igarashi. Whenever Igarashi opens his mouth, it's just to complain, and Kuga can't stand it. But one day, these two suddenly wind up literally stuck together with no way to pull apart. They're desperate to find a solution, except the only way to break this bizarre spell is for them to get closer and more intimate than they ever expected. So this is like a surprise BL series. Tarona launched this in June of 2021 and the compiled book, so it's going to be a one and done book. Came out in 2022, but we're getting it now this November, part of the Boys Love label. The next one is pretty interesting. A lot of people, I saw some people excited for this one, and I'm gonna butcher the name of this one. Hotori Hotete, First Kiss. That sounds wrong. I don't know if I said it correctly. This is a compilation, right? Short stories, comic anthology. That's the word. It was released back in 2022. Only one volume, of course, with 6 chapters. And this one is by Koko Uzuki. Whether you've shared many or simply yearn to feel the butterflies, experience the rush of true love's first kiss in 4 charming short stories. Follow junior high pairs as their hearts reach out to one another and their lips tremble in anticipation. While some quietly harbor their feelings for a dear friend over the years, others are suddenly struck by Cupid's arrow after one look from a stranger. Once these feelings bloom, there's no holding back. This comes out in December of 2024, so right towards the end of the year. The other one that's coming out is Beautiful Thing. Also, I should point out that I am a big fan of anthologies and short stories, so I am interested in picking this up. I want to build a good collection of short stories. Even if I don't have all the manga out there in the world like some people, I do want to create a section of my library to short stories. Beautiful Things, a complete manga collection, also coming out. It's from Boys Love comic. This is by Narise Konohara and Nao Inui. After a tough breakup, Matsuoka finds solace in a surprising place, his ex-girlfriend's wardrobe. Donning her outfits, he embarks on nightly escapades that garner a whirlwind of attention, not all of which is welcome. One perilous evening, Matsuoka is rescued from an assault by his unsuspecting co-worker, Hirosue. Hirosue, an endearing klutz, is completely taken by Matsuoka's disguised persona and falls head over heels. As Matsuoka thrives in the glow of Hirosue's adoration, the weight of his secret looms large. How long can he keep his true identity hidden? And what will unfold when Hirosue discovers the truth? It sounds pretty dramatic, and I assume a lot of people are excited for that one too. A complete manga collection. Beautiful. How many chapters is this one? Give me a second here. Beautiful Things. Of course, it's not Beautiful Things. Oh, okay. I got to search by the creator. My bad. I'm looking through other another tab. I got info on these creators. Okay, Beautiful Things. I couldn't find it because the name uh, Utsukushi Koto. That's the name of it. There we go. It was based on a light novel. Yeah, light novel came out 2 volumes back in 2007, and the manga came out in 2020. It was 10 chapters, so 2 volumes long. But this will be a complete collection. Interesting. Okay. All righty, we've reached this point of the broadcast. All right. Not to shame me by talking about this. Hold on. Oh, God, I'm stupid. Okay, so this next one is. Wait a minute. Where am I? There we go. So this one is Imaizumi brings all the gals to his house. This is by Goro Nori. It's 1 volume. It's a ghost ship imprint, so it's lewd and etchy in nature, not safe for work. And this one is about Imaizumi, who lives a life that most high school boys could only dream of. During the day, he attends his classes like any student, only to return each evening to a home full of hotties. It seems his home has become the go-to hangout for the coolest yarus in town. From endless gossip fest to snack binges to getting downright physical with his 3 new housemates, his once quiet abode is now buzzing with non-stop energy and exciting escapades. Can Imaizumi keep up with the lively antics of his lusty gal pals? Okay, so this I laughed out loud because I never expect. And again, keep in mind, I like trivia. I like knowing about everything that I can. This is a safe for work version, a safe for work manga adaptation of a erotic doujin. I saw the name and I said, I recognize this name. I've seen this before. What is happening? And I realized what it was and literally said, oh my God, okay, that's how we're playing at Seven Seas. Okay. So I feel like we're one step away from a publisher putting out uh, perverted doujins out there. Because, yeah, all right, that's a thing. Cowards, give us the pure cocaine. So yeah, the original I have it pulled here on AniList, and yeah, this is extremely adult. This doujin came out in 2019, but the manga version, safe for work, which I assume won't be as sexual or raunchy, came out in 2022, and it is still releasing. I doubt it's going to get another volume though. This one is, yeah, it's pretty pornographic in nature. I'll just say that much. Oh my God, I opened the link. No. There we go. And the funny thing is, Josh, thank you for pointing that out. It would sell extremely well. You have no idea how big the market is for ghost ship and lewd titles. There's a lot of room. There's a lot of room for that, and there are a lot of needy, thirsty people out there that needs this. I mean, more power to you if you want to read it. That's cool. I do not shame anybody for picking this up, just as long as it is as it isn't something like offensive, weird, illegal, and stuff like that. Read all the smut you want. Be proud of it. Cinefo Nodi launched the series. Ship the fourth compiled book volume. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Yeah. So it should be 4 volumes. Interesting. So volume 1 of this gem comes out in December of this year, volume 1. Let me check real quick because I did get this info through my email. I guess I should have read it for everybody. I'm dumb like that. Apologies. Let's see. Hikari Man Omnibus will be released in November for $28. Series oversized omnibus editions. Okay. Beautiful Things, the complete manga collection, it will be released in English for $25. Large trim edition. Should have read that too. The short anthologies collection, shoujo collection, Hoteri Hotete, will be released in December for $15 in a single oversized edition. That's really nice that it's oversized. That time I got stuck to the guy I hate. Boys Love Manga will be released in November for $15. A single oversized edition as part of their BL label. So that's cool. Love to see oversized large trim editions. And Imaizumi, everybody's favorite, of course, is Volume 1 comes out in December for $15, part of the Ghost Ship imprint. So there you go. So out of these 5, I think I'm mostly interested in Hoteri Hotete and Hikari Man. You thought I was going to mention this, but no, I'm not going to shame myself in this video. So there we go. That's all the new stuff from 7 Seas that they recently announced, and they're going to announce more stuff, so we'll talk about it next week. Also, we have 2 BL licenses announced from Kodansha today. Might as well share that and actually be on time for once, because we always get these announcements after we're done with the shows. How do I do this? Hold on. News. Oh, okay. I got it. Alrighty. It says here. It's going to open or not. There we go. Okay. Pride 2024. Yep. Announced today at the New York Public Library, Kodansha will publish 2 new volumes of the fan favorite anime-inspiring BL series, Twilight Out of Focus. Twilight Out of Focus 5, Long Take Part 1, and Out of Focus 6, Long Take Part 2. So I don't know about the series, but it has a fan base, of course. Here's the cover for both. These are coming out in spring of 2025. I'm guessing the Hikari Man Omnibus will be the same format as Homunculus. Yes, definitely. I prefer that story over Homunculus. I tried reading Homunculus, was not for me. Which is weird considering I like horror and like dark, creepy stuff sometimes, but I was not vibing with that at all. But Hikari Man sounds fun. It's like Electro, the manga, but probably nerdier and weirder because it's a teen otaku. As for my thoughts on 7 Seas, and as for you, Barbara, that's all too clear what company you keep. Serve them well and hold their custom, for you'll have none of mine. Well said. So there you go. That's all the news that I got for you guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat before I close this out. Short episode, but flying solo, so I didn't want to keep talking for minutes without any interaction from anybody. So I do apologize for the short episode. We will be back to our regular scheduled madness next week. I think, maybe, I don't know. Homunculus gets pretty weird, understandably not for everyone. Like when it comes to like dark stories and horror and all that, I've said it before. I prefer the sci-fi aspect where it's like the creature horror stuff. You got vampires and zombies and werewolves, the universal monsters, stuff like that. Cosmic horror I'd like a lot. I don't really enjoy the body horror stuff or serial killers or the um, devil possessions and stuff like that. That is not for me. I'm not interested in any of that. So if homunculus was about an actual homunculus creature and it was out there killing people and somebody's trying to stop it, hell yeah, I would read it. But what it was, no, not for me. So there it is. Once again, let me remind everybody that this show was brought to you by our lovely sponsor, InStockTrades.com. For your collected edition needs, you got to check out In Stock Trades. All these Seven Seas books and all the other manga that we discussed on these streams, you can find it at In Stock Trades. Manga, hardcover books, softcover trade paperbacks, box sets, treasury editions, epic collections, whatever it is in the world of collected editions, you find it at our sponsor's website, InStockTrades.com. Great discounted prices that range from 42 to 50% off at times. Free shipping in the US at $50 or more. And of course, the loyalty discount, which adds an extra 2% to your order when you make it on a week-by-week basis. Great packaging, wonderful customer service, only when you visit our sponsor, InStockTrades.com. Can you tell IST to get Square? Yeah, man. I mean, for reals, like this one is a Square Enix release, and you can't right now. I don't have a store to go through where I can get this physically, unfortunately. So I only do manga shopping online, and the only option was the Bezos website, which is the one I use the least or try to not sponsor as much. What are you gonna do? It was the only option, so went ahead and picked it up. But it would be cool if it were available at all retails. Whew. So that is that. Thank you, chat. You guys are lovely as always. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging in there. Leave a like on your way out. It means a ton. And that's it. You can find me on my channel, Manga Geekdom, where I talk about all the manga that I'm reading. I should have a video up next week. I recently put my most anticipated videos for June of all the manga that are coming out. I picked, I think it was close to 20 releases that I think are pretty anticipated and popular. And I will be back next week with a video on some shonen books that I'm going to recommend that are like new reads. It's a mini essay type video or something. Pretty cool. So I'm working on that. It'll be out sometime next week, probably. Fingers crossed. That's it for now. Yeah, thank you so much, James, for reminding me that's the Discord link. If you're new here and you want to join my Discord and chat about anime, games, film, whatever, I don't know, all the dirty stuff, and with a bunch of great people, there's the link below, and you can join. Have some fun there. Appreciate you holding it down solo. Thank you, Spud Boy. Thank you so much. I used to have a lot of anime DVDs that time. By Cage, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I had a lot of DVDs. Sorry, my eye is bothering me. I still have a bunch of anime DVDs. I don't know if that is interesting to you, but I'm still a fan of DVDs. I'm old. When are we getting a review on the Fishman's Wife? Fishman's Wife? Fishman's Wife? Fishman's What? What Fishman's Wife? I'm blanking. If I Google this and something weird pops up, I'm going to blame you, Josh. God, okay. Fishman's Wife. Mira? Fisherman and his wife? The hentai painting? What are we talking about? The Fisherman's Wife. Fisherman. Is that the one with the octopus? I'm not going to review that. What the hell? Yeah, I know what that is. Okay, I'm not doing that. No, I did Google it, and now I am traumatized once again. Yeah, that's what I thought, Mira. But no, no, everybody don't or Google it and then blame the stream and blame Josh. The first hentai. I'm sure there were others. People were freaky. Just as long as you're able to create stories and be able to draw them or write them, somebody's gonna think of some messed up stuff. But as long as it isn't hurting anybody and it's not something illegal, go for it and enjoy it. That's what I say. All right. With that, wait. Ghost Ship. Did I highlight you in this one? Ghost Ship is odd. I read and enjoyed Gal Gohan. I don't believe any nudity, but under Ghost Ship. Gal Gohan. Was that the one that got canceled because of the creator doing some naughty stuff? I don't know. Anyways, with that interesting segue, we're gonna close it out. Thank you, thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll be back next week on Monday. We're gonna do hauls and reads and previews and all that fun stuff, and then we do it all over again with comics. I say comic episode, but I'm not on Wednesday, so I don't know what they talk about. I'm I'm clueless. I just say comic episode because I think that's what they do, but I saw this week's episode and no, they did not. So whatever the heck they talk about on Wednesdays, that's going to be upcoming next week. And then Thursday, I will probably talk about the cat manga that I briefly showed because it looked pretty fun, and I am going to talk about some other fun stuff. Funness all around. That's it. I'm out. Nobody's watching anymore. Thank you all for tuning in. God bless. Stay safe out there. Catch you on the next stream. Thanks for watching and all that fun stuff. And remember to not Google weird stuff that the chat points out.